What's up, guys? Part 2 of our NC HIT and NCX variations for our home workouts. This NCX one I really like for you guys. We're going to bring in a cool way to tax your ability to hinge as well as do any single side, so unilateral movements. And then you have a good benchmark workout from NC Fit at the end. So we're going to start with, you have a 10-minute clock, and then you are going to do 50 tempo dumbbell deadlifts. And I want to keep you guys to doing our conventional deadlift. So that just means feet on the inside, dumbbells on the outside of our movement. The tempo is a little too quick, as they recommend. It's only 2 seconds on the way down. I wanna make that even longer. Let's go 3 to 4 seconds, making sure that we're like actively feeling and trying to connect to that stretch within our erectors as well as our hamstrings, so we're feeling powerful about our hinge movement. You guys don't have to do any tempo on the way up or any pausing. I'm just asking for a slower down than you normally would. So here's the catch. We have 50 reps. You could probably get those done 50 in a row if you have a light enough pair of dumbbells. So every 10 reps, we have to break and do 14 suitcase reverse lunges. So we're going to be pairing our bracing hinging movement with our basically we're going to be able to move through and try and brace at the same time with our reverse lunge. So a lot of this is not necessarily low back work, but when you impact the glutes in this way, it becomes low back work. So I like this variation for you guys. And then rest as much as you need. That's part 1. Into part 2 of your workouts for the day is 3 rounds for time. I believe this workout is called 3 Wise Men. You probably won't feel like it after you do it. 3 rounds for time, 25 dumbbell deadlifts, a 400-meter run, and 35 dumbbell thrusters. So quite a lot of work. And if you happen to watch the NC HIT video before, I kind of talked about cruising a little bit. This is one where I want you to cruise a little bit. So what I mean by that is just finding a way to continue your work. And I'm not even talking about consistency as before. It can be a little bit messy, but I just want to see no stoppages, or at least when you plan it, or at least when you do stop, it's planned. So that you're like, okay, I know I shouldn't do 25 dumbbell deadlifts in a row right into my 400-meter sprint. How do I make this work for me? And then same with those 35 dumbbell thrusters. I know you guys love thrusters so much, and that's a lot of reps for one set. And knowing that you have 3, please, I want you guys to challenge yourself to create a game plan before you go into any workouts. Find a way that's going to make it really manageable for you. I know you guys really like that feeling of accomplishment once you put yourself through the ringer after a workout, but not all workouts are meant to do that to you. So we have to learn how to I guess slow down. So let's take a look at what we're doing. The dumbbell deadlifts will be the same for both. Of course, in the first one we're just using a tempo. So what I want to see out of you guys is this right here. Feet nice and close, shoulders down as much as possible towards my hips, not sagging, just kind of anchored to my sides. And from here, I want to think about reaching my hips back. Please make sure you keep your toes on the ground. Notice that even right here, this is a pretty elongated position for me. If I had a bar, I'd already be in my setup, but because I have dumbbells, I gotta reach a bit further. So I'm gonna go over my toes to touch and then stand up as quick as possible. Notice how I didn't try and do any extra movement. I'll do a few more for you guys. So I was trying to employ at least a 4 seconds on the way down tempo, and this might actually get kind of grippy just from holding on to some dumbbells for so long, which again is a good thing to work on. So those are the deadlifts that I'd like to see out of you guys in the 10-minute workout. Obviously we're using a tempo, and then the other one you can go as fast as you can, given that you have good technique. So let's take a look at our reverse lunge. Suitcase just means dumbbells at our sides. I want to see your guys' ability to not think about how you're moving and just move. So what I mean by that is it's super simple. I'm going to step back and I'm going to step forward. So how well can I anchor, place my foot, as soon as my knee touches, bring my foot back into my standing position without having to swing or without having to like double step it or even do one of these where you kind of just lean into that front leg. That leg that's non-moving is obviously going to keep us on the ground, but we should be acting from that rear, that hind leg. That is what's going to be moving us. So I want to challenge you guys to pay attention to that a little bit more. All right, so we have that pairing of the dumbbell deadlift with a tempo, and we have our suitcase reverse lunges. Let me know how that goes for you guys. And then into our 3 rounds for time, our more dumbbell deadlifts, 400-meter run. As always with this kind of like monostructural 400-meter run movement, I want to keep you guys somewhere around 2 minutes. I'm actually at most 2 minutes. If we're out there pedaling around and it's taking longer than that, I'd rather have you guys cut the distance. So please be mindful of that. I don't want it to turn into a purely running workout. And then lastly is going to be our dumbbell thruster. So we need to be able to get into a squat, we need to be able to front rack some dumbbells, and we need to be able to reach our full overhead position, which we haven't been practicing today. So take a moment before you do this to definitely warm up your thruster movement. What I want to see out of you guys is your ability to use your legs. So giving it a good pop out of the bottom, not necessarily the bottom, more so this like 3/4 squat position or quarter squat position. So as soon as I get right here, I need to really lock these guys, and that should allow me to really just guide the dumbbells into place. So here's what I want to see out of you guys. My dumbbells in my neutral front rack. They can be just on top of the shoulder or just to the outside. I'm going to squat right about here. So I'm doing my best to not have my arms do too much work. Now, if you want a terrible challenge, fine. Do a really poor thruster and just press every rep at the top, and then you won't like me too much because you'll be really tired of pressing. Again, let me know how this goes. This is a benchmark workout for you guys, so I know it's awkward. You guys probably don't want to record your scores, but we still have the ability to. So let's still do that. That way when we get back to our place, we can still see if we've progressed or not. All right, you guys, this is our NCEX workout for the 21st.